Good evening. Today I've been sharing with you about the business model of Rodan and Fields. And so tonight I'm just going to share with you what I do in a business presentation. So Rodan and Fields was created by Dr. Katie Rodan and Dr. Kathy Fields. They are Stanford trained dermatologists who believe that changing skin changes lives. They believe this so much that when they saw a hole in the acne market, the way that we were treating acne, they said, we can do something about this. We really believe that if we change someone's skin, that we can change their life. So they created a regimen using a process called multi-med therapy, which is the right ingredients in the right formation in the right order. They created Proactive. They presented Proactive to Neutrogena, and Neutrogena said, nobody's ever going to buy this because there are entirely too many steps. Proactive owns over 90% of the acne market worldwide. Why? Because changing skin changes lives. So they went back to practicing in San Francisco and again saw holes. How are we treating fine lines and wrinkles? How are we treating sun damage, melasma, brown spots? How are we treating irritated, sensitive skin, eczema, rosacea? How are we treating adult hormonal acne, which is very different from teenage acne? So they took the same methodology and created 4 regimens. They launched them into high-end department stores in 2002 under Estee Lauder. In 4 years, they were number 1. They were number 1. Why? Because changing skin changes lives. They started looking at the numbers. Why are we number 1? Why have we taken off? What is it? Are we meeting our goal? Our goal is to bring dermatology to the masses because we believe that changing skin can change lives. We're number 1, but that's not enough. We're not bringing dermatology to the masses. We're geographically limited by who lives in a radius of this store. They looked at what was going on in the market, in the industry, what was going on with the internet, and really believed that launching into direct sales was the way to go. So they did what no other company has ever done. They pulled everything out from behind the glass counter and they launched into a direct sales model in 2008 under the name Rodan and Fields. It is 2015. 7 years later, we are the 4th largest luxury skincare line in the United States, set to be number 2 next year. Why? Because changing skin changes lives. Normally when I give this business presentation, I have people flipping through before and after photos of people whose lives have been changed. Their skin has been changed. They can now walk out their front door without cystic acne, without horrible dry red spots, without brown, ugly sun damage, melasma. You know, their fine lines and wrinkles completely and totally diminished. You look like you take 10, 20 years off of their face. And I have people flipping through these before and afters because that tells the story the absolute best. Changing skin changes lives. A few more numbers for you. The cosmetic industry has grown 4.1% in the last 5 years. The hair industry has grown 1.6%. Skincare, 58%. 58% growth in the last 5 years. Rodan and Fields own 12% of that. Okay? We're the 4th largest luxury skincare line in the United States. I said that earlier. We're set to be number 2 next year. Who are our competitors? Clinique, Lancome, and Estee Lauder. Clinique, Lancome, and Estee Lauder had an average growth over the last 5 years, an average annual growth over the last 5 years of 4 to 6%. Rodan and Fields, over the same time period, has had an average annual growth of 106.5%. 106.5%. How does a company with no debt, no marketing and advertising budget, no stores, no boxes, nothing, grow that much in the same time period with a fraction of the age behind them? Because changing skin changes lives. Because we live in a social commerce world. That's how that happens. Rodan and Fields' reach is exponentially larger than Clinique, Lancome, and Estee Lauder. They're limited to the box. We're not. Anyone in any part of this country or Canada, and very soon Australia, has access to these life-changing products. This life-changing business model, because here it's twofold. Changing skin changes lives. Dr. Katie Rodan said, in a business luncheon. We exist for two reasons: to bring dermatology to the masses and to generate wealth for our consultants. Because changing skin changes lives. That is Rodan and Fields, a company with a belief that they can help people not only to walk out their front door with confidence, but to build a business and have a piece of the $7 billion anti-aging industry. They can own a piece of that. They've created the model, all of the tools. We have no parties, we have no inventory, we have no stock, we have no shipping, I handle no money. It is completely virtual, completely online. You can do it anywhere, anytime, in the nooks and crannies of your day. That is the world that we live in, and that is why Rodan and Fields has had the growth that it has. So that is who we are. The future is coming. We will be number 2 by next year and $1 billion brand in the next 5 to 7. We've launched into Canada in February and have pre-launch set for Australia in fall of 2016. Changing skin changes lives, and Rodan and Fields is the proof of that. Thanks.